Okay, welcome back to day 5 of the Kulali build, or sailing with Kulali. Today we're going to work on taking this oil pan, not off, but we're going to clean the oil pan off because there's a little bit of oxidation on the aluminium and the paint sort of degraded. We're going to start doing some work on the rudder posts and designing that up to work out how it's gonna work, and that's about it. Thanks so much for subscribing. Let's go. Alright, so the motor's in the air. I'm gonna remove that, sand it back, and then get it ready for paint. So I'm standing on the side of the forklift, so it's not too dangerous. Basically all this has been painted now. I'm going to do another 2 or 3 layers just to make sure that it's a very thick coat of paint. Basically what it does is it stops any sort of corrosion of the part. It's already pretty dry. Alright, so the engine's now painted, or just mainly the bottom end of it. So I wire wheeled it back, acetoned it, wiped it back, and then painted it. There's 3 coats of paint on there, pretty thick layers, and that should protect the engine for another 34 years. Cool. Alright, on to the next job of cleaning out the whole boat. Just vacuuming it. You can see there's been a lot of bugs, hornets, geckos. I swear there's a gecko infestation on this boat. So we're gonna vacuum everything out. There's another lizard over there. Alright, so welcome inside Kulali. I'm going to start, we've already cleaned the outside, the hatches, and now I'm going to keep going from the stern forward. So I'm going to clean inside there. Inside there's a watertight compartment that Garth designed. The idea that if the boat's sinking, will give you more time to basically fix whatever's wrong. So that's what watertight compartments are for. So yeah, let's have a look inside there. I know there's some gecko eggs in there, big eggs. So I feel bad about vacuuming them up, but we'll see. maybe they're hatched. So this is what it looks like inside here. I think those eggs are down there somewhere. Yeah. Ooh, gecko eggs. There's geckos running around everywhere in here. Yeah, so there's not much to vacuum. I'll just vacuum those eggs up. And those pipes are called keel cooler pipes. So basically the idea is that this section would have a conductive effect on the hot water from the engine, and then they get fed back to the cooling system of the engine to cool the engine out, so you don't need seawater. So as much as I respect Garth's design of everything and all the little features that he's come up with, there's one thing about this boat that we haven't really agreed with or been excited about, and that's these things here. They've been just tacked on, but what they were for, or we think they were for, or what we know they're for, is for a alcohol stove that came with the boat. And so on sailing boats, the stove can actually gimbal, which is moved back and forth. And Garth decided to make the gimbal rotate back and forth with the ship, so fore and aft. And that makes sense if you're an anchor, but most of the time boats rock side to side, especially if you're on big crossings. So I'm sorry Garth, but this is one thing that I'm going to chop off. And I also noticed that you can't open the watertight door fully or 90 degrees. So I'm going to go cut this off now. Alright, so that's the end of day 5. The build is nearly done. We're grinding, and there's been quite a bit of work done today. See you on day 6.
Yeah.